time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, the second of our two divisional games on this Saturday. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and our home team.
Fairbairn set to kick off.
Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go on EA Sports. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Quinshon Judkins. And that play gets nothing. So, no gain on the game's first snap.
No gain on the play.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
On the set. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the RPO, that's out to McMillan. He's taken down just shy of midfield. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he'll get about 5.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
5. On the jump. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. 19.
Quick throw on the RPO, caught by Coleman out wide. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Has some room inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. That's enough for a first down.
Drop 50, drop 50.
5-yard line.
Ready.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's in. Mason Taylor. Touchdown, Dragons. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dragons are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Williams going to throw on the first play. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Man open is Jones. He's got it. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. Big-time play for Philly. 45 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call it green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
It's 3rd and 4. Throwing again, Williams. Quick throw here is complete. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come out with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
They run it once more with Judkins. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense, continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. And that is incomplete. Keon Holden, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The Dragons punt team unit comes out. And now, will you look at this? It's a fake. And the rush rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off, and it's a turnover on down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. Good for an Eagles first down. They'll motion the slot man right. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. It is 2nd and 6. Off play action. Here's Williams. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this first quarter will come to an end. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. And they've got it with 3rd and 6 coming up. Williams. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. Timmy Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This from 34 yards. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Eagles will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding up overseas.
Field, black. Set, hut. 6. Met, black 40. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Young. Open man downfield is Leggett. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
At the 28-yard line, a gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue.
From the gun, a give to Judkins. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal.
Set, ready. 45, 1. Hut, hut.
Young. There's a screen set up for Judkins. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we ready.
Young quickly out to Leggett. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
A gain of 7 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Claude red. Here we go. Set. Set. Hut.
There's a short one caught by Taylor.
Young's pass. Complete to Mason Taylor. A gain of 4 yards. It's 4th and goal.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal.
On for the field goal. A
Good snap.
21-yard attempt.
Good hold. Good kick. And the Dragons will level the score at 10 apiece.
Cameron Dicker
All level
to kick
at
off.
10 as this one's kicked off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Williams. He's going to air this one out for Jones. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It is a big play for the Eagles. 31 yards. From the gun, here's a handoff. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's good.
They get 15 on that game. First down, Philadelphia.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
A play fake. Now Williams. He's got it at the 7. And he's in. What a try. Touchdown, Eagles.
Kaimi Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point. And the Eagles go up by 7. It is now 17-10.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
We go from sorry inside, we're ready to grab. I want to get to the front. I want the money, the cash, the pool of the bag, the currency stacking it up. We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have.
Ready, ready. Set.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11. And quickly pick up a first down.
That's good for a Columbus first down.
Down.
1st and 10.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. Cross right side to the tight end, Komet. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41.
12 yards.
That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready.
They run straight ahead with Judkins. And he'll get forward for a couple. Xavier Watts there to bring him down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second down and 8.
Red, cycle.
From the gun, it's Young. That's caught by Golden, right side. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's another Columbus.
Ready?
First down.
Judkins now on 1st and 10.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Come on, set.
They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
That's a short throw caught by Komet. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
He'll go right back to Komet. He's got it again. To the pylon, he's in. Cole Komet, touchdown Columbus. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Dragons will come back to tie things at 17. So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the third quarter. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got room past the 25. And he's taken down up past the 35. A pickup there of 28 yards.
Anytime you decide to drop back to pass this deep in your own territory, that quarterback has to have a clock in his head. Get the ball out of my hand. In this case, checks it down to his back, picks up a nice gain, gives the offense a little breathing room.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up Incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now a give up the middle, and this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Williams. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield. On the ground, Judkins. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
He's going to let this one go deep. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. They get big yardage on the deep ball. 42 yards.
First down.
Up the middle goes Judkins here. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ready up. Here we go. 52 plus. Blue 30. Cut.
Here's a designed run. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was dropped right at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 1.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
Yellow, go! Yep, Fury, yellow. Cut.
On 3rd down, here's Judkins. And this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop him for no gain. And now it's 4th and goal.
Loss of a yard.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dragons move out in front, 20-17. So Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
He takes off, and some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game, and that's a nice pickup there.
Red 38. Check.
The RPO pass taken by McMillan. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
3rd and 1.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down.
50. Green. Shot. 17.
They'll go. Young. And he gets that one complete to his tight end, Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Mason Taylor. Touchdown, Dragons. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
27. Eagles 17.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. A return now from the 4. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Big Ed Oliver. He gets through to drop him, and it's a loss of 4. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. To the right side here, pass is caught. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. Look at play action with Young. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick.
And he's in! Touchdown Columbus! Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Makes the score Dragons 34, Eagles 17.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie.
Williams pass.
At this point, they're just trying to make something positive happen here late in the 4th quarter. This secondary blanketed the entire field, and the ball ends up falling into the wrong arms.
Let's go.
A run, and here comes Judkins. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Set, ready, set.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready up.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Come on, set. 50 seconds.
Now Young. That one complete to Leggett. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Black swap.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Set.
Running left is Judkins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
2nd and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. And that will be a 1st down.
Ready.
They'll stay on the ground. And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll stick with him again.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Set, slide blue. Yellow, 22. Hut.
To throw is Young. Oh, that's swung out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. He's inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Philadelphia. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
On the handoff, Judkins. into space. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra deep.
Overrun in a flash, and he lost the football. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. He's going to air this one out for Jones. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Wow, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They will continue on in these playoffs. They're now one step away from a Super Bowl appearance. They'll have a tough one coming up next Sunday in the conference championship game. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night.